Here we go, guys. Here we go. We are here. It's time for the end of Dragons First Look. I'm really wondering what we're going to see tonight. Ooh, let me unpin this message and end the poll. So, people are most excited for the Elite Specialization, so let's hope we'll actually see some of that. Let's see. Yeah, Elite Specializations by far won the poll. I'm a little bit out of breath still because I just had some quick dinner and I had to rush my way back home from work. But I'm glad that you're all here. I'm super excited. Trust me, this is going to be the biggest announcement in like 2 or maybe even 3 years for Guild Wars 2, right? As you can see, I got the chat in the stream as well. But if this is going to interfere with the actual stream, I will just hide it because I will just hide it anyway. So don't worry about it. So this is just a pre-show. The actual stream is going to start in about 12 minutes. So what are you guys really hoping to see? Are you super pumped for this as well? Oh, this is going to be so good. I heard all kinds of... 12 minutes. 12 minutes. Let me just type it out. 12 minutes. This is the pre-show by ArenaNet, by an ArenaNet partner. I'm not really sure which one it is, to be honest. I don't really know which one it is. I think Bird of Chess was doing a voiceover. And I think the arts creative partners are showing their work right now. Oh wait, or is this? Or is this? No. This is actually by ArenaNet, I believe. This is designing the levels, I believe. Anyway, going to close the window here because motorcycles don't really care about End of Dragons. Let me see. You guys should be able to hear me well, right? Let me know if it's not alright. There we go. Yeah, no problem. No problem. I love streaming this. Like, I don't really do this most of the time. This is more of like a react content, so to say. I don't really do that stuff that much, but this one's going to be that big. I had to do it. And I also saw that other ArenaNet partners were streaming it as well, so which is really cool. So everyone's just restreaming it and watch it. Ah, sweet, that's good. I already saw like 14k people watching on Twitch. That number is most likely going to increase. Let me check it out real quick. How many people are watching right now? I'm not gonna switch the scene on the screen or anything. Just let me know. Oh, that's something else. 10k people. 10k people watching right now. So that looks promising. All good, man. All right. There we go. 9 more minutes. 9 more minutes. I think I'm just gonna hide the chat nonetheless. It interferes too much with the what's it called? With the stream. Let's put the partner logo at the top right here, I guess. Gotta represent. There we go. There. Was actually looking for a way to stream this. I was actually going to do this from Twitch at first, but Twitch has their quality capped at 720p, and I believe that's always the case for people that are not a partner with Twitch. Which is fine, of course, but I just noticed that the stream was also live on YouTube. The pre-show was only on Twitch. The full pre-show, and they just went live on YouTube as well, so I'm just re-streaming the YouTube stream of Guild Wars 2 since this is a little higher quality. And since my internet is really damn good, the last couple of years. I can just basically stream it like source quality from their channel to this, so that's great. I realized the stream on mobile is faster than on laptop. Are you using mobile data? 1390 enjoyers streaming at 1080p, no worries. Definitely. Well, I got a 3070 actually. So I don't got a 3090. If I had a 3090, it would have exploded when I was streaming last, a New World. No, I'm all good. 3070 is the way to go. Really happy with the cards. Interflex, definitely. Interflex, I haven't heard that one before. Internet flexing. It's pretty sick. So also a quick notice, when they're going to stream like unique trailers and stuff, I'm just gonna keep the reaction stuff as minimal as possible. Maybe an occasional wow or who's that. I just don't want to talk to a trailer too much. Yeah, the arts look really good. I'm not really sure if this is a partner or this is ArenaNet themselves. But this is some high quality stuff. I really like this. I remember buying the Guild Wars 2 art book in 2010 or 2011, like a year before it came out. And I was just completely mesmerized with the arts. And back then I actually wanted to do something with designing and arts as well. Didn't do it. Still, I'm still fine with my choice back then. But I used to collect those art books. I think I have an Assassin's Creed art book as well. So that's really cool. If they show alternate 10 bucks. No, keep your 10 bucks, dude. Keep it. Keep it. Spend it on a pre-order when it comes out. For End of Dragons. What is that software thing? I think they're just using Photoshop. I got Photoshop myself. This is not Photoshop. This seems to be Blender in the top left. But this is Photoshop, for sure. But they use it way more professionally than I do. If you just look at those layers they use, it just looks way more structured. You should have seen how I create my thumbnails. It's actually quite funny. I just re-edit the one that I've created before, so sometimes gets a little bit messy. But oh, I really like this. I wonder if these are pictures they've made themselves. I think they have to, because in terms of copyright and all that stuff. Yeah, but Irish, you were talking about Ogden in Discord the other day, right? Or this afternoon. I literally can't remember what happened to Ogden. I know he's still around, but I can't really remember. It has been a while since we've seen him. He had a big role in Guild Wars 1. I didn't play Guild Wars 1, so I'm hyped to see Canthan. If you played Guild Wars 1, which area would you look forward to see? Oh, that's a really good one. Basically 2 areas, actually. I'm looking forward to the Jade Sea. I remember that completely mesmerized me 15 years ago. I was so mesmerized by the bright blue colors and all that stuff. It just looked amazing. And also I'm really looking forward to Xingzhe Monastery. But if I had to choose one of the 2, I'd say Xingzhe. That has the best memories for me. Xingzhe Monastery. This was basically the starter area of what's it called? Of Guild Wars 1 factions. So if you bought Guild Wars factions, you created a character, you'd start there. And that's also a really fun thing to know about the original Guild Wars. Because back in the day, you could just play each Guild Wars separately. So you could chat with other people and you could meet up with other people. But if you bought Guild Wars factions, you could just only play the factions campaign. So it was an expansion, but you could play it as a standalone game as well. So if you were already playing Guild Wars before, then you got like extra expansion content. And if this was your first Guild Wars game, you didn't have to buy the first one to actually play the game. they did that really nicely. I think, in my honest opinion. Seeing one of their tabs as Scottish Samurai, I wonder if that's a threat. Oh, I don't get that. Did he just take leaves and make it look like moss? Yeah, he did. But like I said, I wonder like if they took the pictures themselves. That would be really cool. But makes sense. I'm really loving this. I thought this was going to be like some sort of underground dredge stuff, but it looks more of a I don't know. Looks a little bit, don't want to say cyberpunky, but I don't know. It looks nice, right? Give me a break. I just ate real quick, and I I just came from work. So, well, I was working from home, so I had to press X on a browser window, which was enough work for today. All right, we got 2 more minutes, guys. 2 more minutes. Like I said, the chat is still in the stream. If it's interfering with trailers and stuff, it's going to be gone in a second. So don't worry about the chat interfering with stuff. Steampunk is what I was looking for. Exactly, steampunk. There you go. There you go. I wonder where this is. This is for the next expansion, but I really wonder where this would be at. It's probably Kaineng City, I guess. This was also a big area in the original Guild Wars, Kaineng City. It was basically a really densely packed slum in the original Guild Wars, and it was infected with diseases, and you had afflicted monsters, which were created by Shiro Tagachi. And you had to fight them off and find the source of the plague, basically. There we go. You finished it right in time. It looks amazing. I'm thinking this is Kaineng City, honestly. So let's see. It still says 20 seconds on the clock. I think I'm just gonna hide the chat to be sure, right? Don't want it interfering. You guys can still see the chat on the right side of the stream, of course. So let's hide this one, and there we go. 2 seconds. Let's go.
This land, it's a monument to mortal resilience.
All right, we have the stream. Oh, there we go.
Hot, then gone. Those who face eternity easily forget what a lifetime means, what an ending means.
You know it doesn't have to be that way.
No, Kunavine, it does. They need me.
Alright, cool. OBS disconnected for a second there, but it's all back. Don't worry about it. Ruby!
Welcome to the Guild Wars 2 End of Dragons First Look. I'm Ruby Bear, ArenaNet Community Manager, and we are all so happy you're here today. We know you've been looking forward to this for a long time, and we have too. With me are our lead content designer, Andrew Gray, and studio director, Colin Johansson.
Colin!
Hey everyone, really excited to be here sharing details about End of Dragons.
Hey Guild Wars community, it's nice to see you all again. It's been a little while. It's nice to be back in the chair.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Volume is back up.
You know, this
Don't
is
worry
a
about
really big day for us. Back when we started development on Guild Wars 1, our very first campaign was Factions in Canthan. And it was our first ever expansion as a studio. We were coming off of a big win of shipping our first major live update, Sorrow's Furnace, for those of you who remember that.
I remember
and
that.
Factions was an incredible journey and learning opportunity for all of us in the studio. We'd never made an expansion before as a studio, and so many of the lessons we learned from that expansion really resonate in the way even we still approach expansions today. It's been 15 years. Doesn't feel like that long.
Does.
It's been 15 years since we first visited Canthan in the Guild Wars franchise.
50 years. I'm getting old.
And it's truly special for all of us to finally get a chance to go back there once more.
Hey, Theodore.
Small claim to fame here. If you have a copy of Guild Wars Factions, I can proudly say the screenshots on the back were taken by yours truly.
Nice work.
Oh, I do have a copy of
So in
that,
addition to being
actually.
the setting of our first ever expansion, Canthan was also home to the final story we told in Guild Wars Beyond, the content we created from Guild Wars to bridge the gap to Guild Wars 2. That content, Winds of Change, was also the last piece of content I personally got to work on in Guild Wars 2. so it holds a really special place in my heart.
Yeah.
But today, we're talking about End of Dragons. Basically, from the day we announced Guild Wars 2, players have been Canthan win.
Let me know if you can hear it properly,
right?
right?
Launch, there's an interview with a content creator, Matt Visual, and the entire interview,
I remember
he
him.
just kept saying Cantha and staring at me over and over again, waiting for me to twitch or give away anything whatsoever that would give a hint as to when Cantha was coming.
And I remember Dan Howell just straight up hounding me to say Cantha confirmed during a live stream.
That's right. Well, Matt, Dan, and all of you who wondered about Cantha, today is your lucky day. We promised you a tidal wave of information for End of Dragons, and we are ready to deliver that. We have members of the End of Dragons development team joining us throughout the rest of the show, and this is only the beginning. Today is just your first look. We're going to be giving you more details on everything we announced today leading up to the launch of End of Dragons. We also don't want to spoil everything. We're going to save lots of things for you to discover for yourself when End of Dragons launches in early 2022.
Yep.
So let's start your first look right now with the brand new End of Dragons trailer.
Oh god. This is new, guys. This is all new. Exclusive content.
There's
Aurene?
familiarity in this strangeness. Like a song, half remembered, a tune without words to carry it. I know you, and yet I don't.
You will soon, little one.
Who are you talking to?
Just an echo in the mist. A possibility.
This looks like Xingje.
Look around us. Your children would be trapped in the past, if not for me.
What's this?
Their worlds are carved from the jade that I gave purpose.
We've seen her in
I
artwork.
promised them a future. A century of progress cannot end this way. I'm not
Echovald Forest, Kurzix.
not just a spoke in some grand cosmic wheel.
Jade C next.
Innovator, give up
yeah.
so easily on that promised future.
I won't.
Naka.
I'll find a way to save us all.
Wait, this is an Aetherblade ship. Ooh. Echovald Forest, I just saw that. Confirmed.
The future is out there. What are we waiting for?
Oh, that was a good one.
The new trailer. If you're not
That's a
already,
dagger.
tell us in chat what you think. There's a lot
Yeah, tell us in
there
chat
for
what you
everyone
think.
to go back and dig through and find, and we encourage you to go rewatch the trailer after the show and see what else you can discover.
I will.
Who were those
Couple
Aether
times.
blades that were back there?
Yeah.
And who was that mysterious Asura that was next to Anka? Could it be the replacement for the untimely death Horik?
Possibly. So we got to see the trailer, and I'm excited for them to find everything out. But that is just the beginning of today's reveals. The first area of End of Dragons we're going to take a look at is a slightly deeper look into the story, the setting, and the world.
Something I'm really proud of in
Looking
End of
forward to
Dragons
that.
is how closely the narrative and design team worked together to shape the themes and the story of the expansion. Yeah. The gameplay and the narrative truly
Jade-powered reactors.
They do.
Yeah,
so
that could be.
Let's hear from some of those developers on the narrative and design teams about the story and the setting of Cantha.
End of Dragons is the culmination of so much of what we've been doing in the Guild Wars 2 story up until this point.
We have a lot of really compelling open story threads that we've built up over the years, and we're going to pay off a lot of them in End of Dragons. And I think players should be excited about how we've weaved all these different interpersonal stories with the great cosmological questions of Tyria into some satisfying payoffs that I think they'll really enjoy.
Really digging
Last time we were in Cantha was for the Winds of Change content pack for Guild Wars 1. And what we basically saw was there is a lot of lingering consequences of Shiro's rise. And we teamed up with this group, the Ministry of Purity, in order to try to purify the region. They didn't stop at just trying to purify like disease. They started trying to kick out everybody else who didn't fit with their ideal image of what they wanted Canthan to be like.
And then they closed off to the rest of the world. And that was where we left things. So it's easy to imagine that because Canthan was closed off, that they would become a time capsule. However, they have been affected by the same events that have been affecting the rest of Tyria. The rise of Zaitan, the death of Balthazar, all of these things have had just as much of an effect on Canthan as they have had on the rest of the world.
We actually, as a team, fairly early on, made a timeline of all the major events that happened in the world and how they would have affected Canthan in order to try to figure out how this world would have been shaped over time.
Longtime fans who really loved Canthan and Guild Wars 1 are gonna find a ton to love, and frankly, new players might have their minds blown a little bit.
It wouldn't be Guild Wars 2, it wouldn't be the story of the commander without the commander's allies. In End of Dragons, we find ourselves traveling with Marjorie and Casimir. I think anybody who really misses Jory the detective is in for a treat.
The most important
I really liked
face
that
that's
in
going to be
season 1 or 2 when
accompanying
she
us
was
on our journey
just a
into
detective.
Canthan is Aurene. Aurene's story has become sort of the spine of the Guild Wars 2 story.
This is not.
Aurene is constantly grappling with her responsibility and how much she needs to do. And her trying to feel that out is going to have repercussions for the entire world.
In this expansion, we have really breathed life into every corner of the world that we could. You know, there are so many
This really looks like
Xingje.
They really did
moments that touch you, moments that make you laugh, moments that make you cry. You know, this team is so good at just bringing emotions to the surface.
What I'm most proud about is how we were able to really craft a story that very elegantly blends the gameplay elements that I think Guild Wars 2 is really strong at, with a story that just keeps a really frenetic pace and lets you live out in this world while also experiencing a lot of really cool gameplay moments.
Oh, man.
There are so many things that I am excited about people experiencing for the story of End of Dragons. One, just from a design perspective, we have so much technology that has improved or has been entirely new since the last time we made an expansion. And as a result, this expansion has some really unique, cool set pieces that I think are going to blow people's minds.
Set pieces? Erika Ishii.
Hello, I'm Erika Ishii, and I play June in End of Dragons.
June? Alright. Wasn't she Valkyrie in Apex Legends?
Like Connor said, the story in End of Dragons is the culmination of a lot of long-running story threads, from stories that began 15 years ago, all the way up to stories and events that you took part in over the past year.
And what he said about building a timeline for Canthan was 100%
Imperial Sanctum, yeah, Imperial Sanctum.
Loves the world building part of the job. Like, it was a great experience to sit down with the narrative team and some designers and like sort of plot out the last 100 or so years of the history of an empire.
Right?
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
I think the clothing is spicy sap.
One of our goals with this expansion is to create a world and story that's familiar and exciting to those of you who remember Canthan from factions, but also accessible and equally exciting to those of you who are visiting it for the first time. And we cannot wait for all of you to step into this new Canthan. Nick Hernandez and Ali B are up next to tell you about map and content design. When we started designing End of Dragons, we wanted to incorporate the verticality that Heart of Thorns
I would just play through.
And we wanted to lean into the freedom of movement from Path of Fire also. So let's take a look.
Alright, here we go. Canthan Reimagined.
My name is Ali B. I'm one of our senior content designers, and I work primarily in our open world area.
My name is Nick Hernandez. I am a game designer here at ArenaNet, and I am a content designer for the Xingje map.
So fans can expect from the End of Dragon maps to kind of really feel something new and different that they haven't experienced before.
With End of Dragons, things are a bit more differentiated between each of the maps, and each of them has their own unique feel. For Xingje specifically, tried our best to make content that hits on all gameplay types, right?
Look at it.
Think of it like a vacation island. It's like this beautiful, serene, spiritual, spacious locale that feels both peaceful and not, right? Depending on where you are and what's going on.
So some of the highlights of the Echovault map are definitely those gargantuan trees, the lake, the rivers that kind of pour into the lake, where you kind of have these underground rivulets and stuff like that, where the player can kind of traverse through there. Definitely those gargantuan trees kind of give you that verticality and freedom of movement we talked about before. So if you've got a sky scale, that's going to feel really cool. So Cantha is definitely not the same as it was in Guild Wars 1. What you have to remember is that it's been 250 years. So how has that area evolved? What's the geography like now? Are the trees still petrified? Like what's kind of going on with that? As well as the people, right? So the people who were there 250 years ago might not be the same people, but there are definitely some familiar buildings and structures.
So what players can find, or will find, with Xingje is that it is topographically different than it used to be, but not to a point where there aren't familiar tones. The thing I'm most excited for when we finally get to release End of Dragons is just seeing how players feel about the maps in and of themselves. I would love to see how people feel about all of the work that's been put into the world and the world narrative, and how that gameplay and those stories make people feel. And just
I already feel really good, dude. I just want to play it now. I feel really good. Voices of the game.
Hey everybody, I'm Noshida Lal. You'll be hearing me as Detective Rama in Guild Wars 2 End of Dragons.
What's up, Detective?
We hope you enjoyed the preview of Xingje and Echovault, how the game and game world are different now, and how those changes affect map and content design.
And that's just 2 of the maps.
Yeah.
When we sat down to make End of Dragons open world content, we kept replayability in the forefront of our minds. We want all the End of Dragons maps to be maps you continue to go to for years to come.
Yeah, they reflect the history that so many of you are familiar with, how Cantha changed while it was isolated, the beauty of the game world, and it's so many things that Guild Wars 2 has to offer.
There are no pandas here.
And like Ali mentioned,
only
these maps are tons of fun to explore, and they're especially fun to explore on your mounts.
Speaking of mounts, here's another End of Dragons preview
mounts.
for you.
Oh, siege turtles! These are big turtles with cannons on their back. Guild Wars 1 stuff. Oh, pay attention here, guys. Pay attention. This is big.
My name is Brian Walter. I'm an animator here at ArenaNet.
So Siege Turtle is one of the most iconic and memorable creatures from Guild Wars 1 and Cantha.
100%.
When we first talked about a mount for End of Dragons, the Siege Turtle immediately made it on the list.
Look at him.
The team quickly got attached to it. Mounts are a defining feature in Guild Wars 2, and with End of Dragons, we wanted to continue that tradition. So the Siege Turtle is our first multiplayer co-op mount. The Siege Turtle being a multiplayer mount means you'll be able to pick up a friend and ride around together, but we wanted to make sure that both the driver and the passenger had something fun to do.
Oh,
it's a perfect opportunity to bring new players into the game.
This is so sick.
If they can just ride on the back.
Take a friend on your back.
Previously to enjoy the Siege Turtle.
How about they shut down World of Warcraft?
Jump on the back of your turtle, and you
They're
can
done.
show them around the map.
They're done.
To areas they
we
haven't
got
seen
cannon
before.
mounts.
Because
Bye, World of Warcraft.
Guild Wars
Bye
mounts, we really put a lot of care and research into getting their behaviors to feel believable and alive. I spent months watching turtle videos while prototyping the animations.
I also spent months watching turtle videos.
Turtles eating, walking, sprinting. Turtles do run. There's videos of it. I've seen them.
I have seen them too.
My favorite thing to animate on the Siege Turtle was just the simple walk animation. It really got me into the mentality of a turtle, watching these giant turtles and how they walk and what their foot placements are. If you actually toggle the walk animation in-game, it kind of maps out to more or less a turtle's walk speed. I actually did the calculations, and it was like, oh my gosh, that's like the exact speed. Perfect, I nailed it.
What are you doing today? I'm calculating turtle walking speed.
You don't really think fast, so getting this thing to run over terrain in a fun and rewarding way was an awesome challenge.
The Siege Turtle is a personal favorite of mine, and I am incredibly excited to see players be able to hop on one for the first time and really
show a little bit more
power and awesomeness.
I need a little bit more Siege Turtle. Not yet. Tina Huang. All right.
Hey, I'm Tina Huang, and I play Empress Yin and Calidris and Akane and Tengu Reporter and all sorts of other kind of characters.
Tengu Reporter?
Later down the road in the expansion of Guild Wars 2, End of Dragons.
All right. Sweet.
The Siege Turtle as a two-person co-op mount is something we're
Siege
so
Turtle
eager for you
mount.
to experience in End of
I
Dragons.
didn't think that would happen.
I remember
That's
several years ago,
sick.
we had a
They're done.
company-wide
Just
meeting
release
to
it.
brainstorm what we wanted
10
for
out
the
of
next
10.
expansion, and Siege Turtles was one of the very first things called out. We all knew that they needed to be part of Cantha in Guild Wars 2.
As a loyal member of the Luxon Armada, I agree.
Hey, that's my
Kirk
bro.
Wasn't kidding when he said that both the driver and passenger get to participate in the fun. You also may have noticed that the Siege Turtle looked a little more high-tech compared to last time.
Yeah,
a little more tricked
definitely.
out.
Yeah, that's
Those were
actually a
not
common
normal
thread in
cannons.
Cantha. We're going to be telling you more about that. And in fact, there's going to be a article about Dragon Jade technology on our website later today.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
check
the
out
Siege
the website,
Turtle
boys
isn't the only
and
new
girls.
method of transportation coming. Kirk still has more to share, so let's see what else he has to tell you all.
So Siege Turtles were like this war mount of the Luxons back in Guild
I'm
Wars.
Kirk Williford. I'm a senior game designer at ArenaNet, and I'm a team lead on End of Dragons. We've been wanting to put fishing in Guild Wars 2 for as long as it's been around. It just always came down to finding the best time and place.
Oh, man.
When we were building fishing for Guild Wars 2, we looked at our own personal experiences going fishing and
Okay, I
found
gotta
what was
quit
the
my
most
job
memorable.
now.
And for me, when I went fishing as a kid, I went with my family.
I'm
And
gonna
so
be
when
the
we bring that
fisherman
into
of
Guild
Guild
Wars
Wars
2, we wanted to think about how can we make that a multiplayer experience. You can fish off of docks, or we've created skiffs, which allow you to fish around the waters of Tyria by taking your fishing boat and exploring with your friends.
Fishing boats, oh,
we wanted the waters of Tyria to feel as authentic as we could and
so
most
sick.
lifelike as we could to a real fishing experience. And so there are hundreds of
Look at
different
that
fish
armor,
for you to
that
discover
armor that
in
he had.
Tyria all across the world. There are so many that have been added to the game.
His shoulders
and
were from
kudos
season
to that
3, I
first person
believe,
who
but
finds all of them.
his... No, that's not new.
Including
I think his
the
chest
common
piece is new.
goldfish, as well as the most notorious catfish in Ascalon, Old Whiskers. End of Dragons has 5 new mastery tracks, including the Siege Turtle, Skiffs, and Fishing.
Ooh.
Each with their own levels of progression for players to discover as they
5
explore
new
Cantha.
tracks, and those were 3 of them.
I'm most
Okay,
excited
cool.
about the release of End of Dragons for players to really be able to come together and experience the world that we've been creating in Cantha. We've all wanted to go to Cantha for the longest time, and the team has done such a great job bringing it to life, and I just can't wait for players to see it.
I can't wait as well. Fishing! I didn't expect that one. Oh, that's fine. That's really cool.
I'm Rai
honestly.
Chase, and I voice Yao, your local, mostly friendly agender engineer.
Hello. Welcome to the team.
Like Kirk said, we've been wanting to add fishing for a long
Fishing
time,
streams.
and we're really happy with how it's shaping up.
I gotta make the fishing guides.
The multiplayer aspects,
I'm going to be the
over
fishing
200
guide
different
guy.
kinds of fish, and the ability to fish from docks, the shore, or skiffs. Skiffs, by the way, are another of the 5 new mastery tracks that Kirk mentioned, along with Siege Turtles.
Going out with your party and fishing is just a ton of fun. You're able to anchor your boat and then just walk around. You can go fishing, obviously, but you can also dance. You can play sea shanties with your instruments.
Sea
If you didn't
shanties?
catch it,
Yeah.
fishing is not restricted to Cantha. You can fish all over Tyria,
Oh?
and if you want to catch every fish in the game, you need to kind of go on a full world tour of fishing.
Oh, I like that. I like that a lot.
We'll
That's
have more
really
details
cool.
on these mastery lines, as well as the remaining 2 unannounced lines between now and the end of Dragons launch.
For our next look at End of Dragons, let's see some legendaries that will come with the expansion.
Legendary weapons, let's go.
I'm Chelsea Mills, and I'm a senior
What's
prop
up,
artist.
Chelsea?
In End of Dragons, we're introducing 16 new legendary weapons, all available on release
Marine
day.
sword.
This set of legendaries is inspired by the Elder Dragon Arene, who plays a significant role in the End of Dragons story. From an art perspective, we wanted the legendaries to show Arene's journey with the Commander, from the first time you meet her as an adorable little hatchling, to now all grown up as our own Elder Dragon. The precursors represent baby Arene, while the legendaries represent adult Arene.
Wow.
Arene is one of my favorite characters, and I'm so happy that we got to create a legendary set based on her. I can't wait to see
I think they
players
look
running
really
around
good.
in-game with
They
the
look
legendaries.
really good, in my opinion. Don't forget to redo your Living Worlds episodes that
Hi,
are
I'm Mina
re-releasing.
Hoshino. I'm voicing Krunavang, and I'm so excited that you guys get to be reacquainted with her.
Because if you redo those story things,
These
you can get a
16
precursor
new
in
Arene-style
EOD.
legendaries are all going to be available on End of Dragons launch day. And if you want a head start, you can earn a voucher for one of the
Fishing
precursors Kelsey
collection.
talked about with the current Return to Living World
Yeah.
achievements. And we'll talk a little more about that later.
I am pumped to get these weapons.
I need them.
I'm Arene's champion. Like, I should have legendaries that make me look the part.
I'm Arene's champion.
Well, Best
Whoa.
So next up, here's Cameron Rich to talk about strike missions and encounters.
Oh, I really like that they're doing strike missions and not another game mode. Well, encounters is new.
I am Cameron Rich. I'm a senior game designer here at ArenaNet, and I act as the lead for the encounters team. For End of Dragons strike missions, we're taking some epic encounters from the story of End of Dragons.
Okay.
And we're creating really awesome, challenging 10-man versions of those encounters for you to enjoy. For End of Dragons strike missions, we're doing something new in that we're adding challenge mode difficulty to each strike mission to release with End of Dragons. These challenge modes will be enabled shortly after launch, and they are designed to give our hardcore players, our existing raiders, something to really sink their teeth into. In addition to the challenge modes, we're also going to be revamping our reward system for strike missions to simplify and standardize them across the game. With End of Dragons creatures and combatants, we're taking a little bit of a different approach with design. One of the common problems that we're trying to address is coming across a creature that's of a high rank that feels like it just has a bunch more health and a bunch more damage. So instead, this time around, you'll see creatures unlock new abilities as they increase in rank. So if you find a creature on the field that's a veteran, it might be using one set of skills, and if you come across it again and it's an elite or a champion, it'll unlock some new skills along the way that will hopefully test you and your strengths as a player. I am really, really excited for fans to get their hands on the strike missions for End of Dragons because there's a lot of surprises that we've been able to put into the design. Lots of opportunity to work together with your friends to overcome some really epic bosses.
I'm really into strike missions. I think it's great that they're making new ones instead of abandoning it.
Hi, my name's EK. I play
What's
Goric,
up, EK?
And as you know, he's the best. And I'm happy to be a part of the cast for End of Dragons. Looking forward to it.
So am I.
We know how many of you are looking forward to taking on some new challenges.
You guys are too caught up in the fishing stuff, guys.
You'll find additional challenge modes and improved rewards. What you just saw was a sneak peek at some of the maps for the strike missions. We can't show you the bosses or the fights quite yet, as it would be a huge story spoiler, so we look forward to when you discover them in the expansion.
And when you can expect challenge mode to live up to the name.
Yes,
Cam and his team are doing an amazing
powerful
job creating diverse, challenging content. All of the fights are a ton of fun. They're probably some of my favorite things in the expansion.
They are super good. We're also going to meet some familiar enemies from Guild Wars factions, like Naga, Kappa, and Wallows, all updated for Guild Wars 2.
Reimagining these familiar armies in Guild Wars 2 was an exciting challenge.
Kappa were also turtles.
I'm super pleased with the results. The team is also revisiting how we work at scaling creatures. So instead of just
well, fishing tournaments might be a thing that they will do eventually.
Nice. So, Andrew, why don't you tell us who we're going to hear from next?
You're going to hear from past me about guild halls.
Ooh, guild halls. All of Reflection sounds really good. Okay, chat's going to be gone.
My name is Andrew Gray. I'm the content design lead on.
Hey, that's him.
So one of the coolest things about the guild hall is the location we chose. It is some fine beachfront property in the old Xingje Arena. That was one of the most beautiful maps in the original game, and it's even more beautiful in Guild Wars 2. And it also has a lot of historical relevance because it was the location that the original leader of the Ministry of Purity was defeated at the end of Winds of Change. Guild acquisition works similarly to other guild halls.
Can't quite recall
that. Expedition. We did build the expedition a little bit differently this time, though, where we focused more on smaller encounters. We made, scaling a big cornerstone of it, so that even if you're in with a small group, you can go in there and you can defeat it. It's a lot more encounter focused, so you're fighting individual bosses versus like, wow, that's a lot of enemies on the screen. So my favorite highlight is the amount of water in the space. We deliberately chose an island because we wanted it to pair really well with skiffs and fishing, and it really worked out well. It's just a ton of fun to go around.
So you can fish in your
around on a little fishing
guild
trip
hall as well. That's nice.
Without having to leave into
chill with your guildies.
And then also there's a really large guild arena that's right there on the beach. So if you're into like Mai Tai fueled guild battles, like this is the guild hall for you. My favorite part about building the guild hall was honestly just spending time in the area. It felt like I was going on vacation every day because it's so beautiful. But beyond that, when we built the expedition, we decided to build one with a little bit more of a story behind it. You have some familiar characters there, both existing friends and some that you meet along End of Dragons that add a little bit more personality to the acquisition process, and I think players are really going to enjoy that. I'm most
already
excited to
enjoying
see
watching this.
how guild decorators use this space, honestly. I'm always blown away at the amount of creativity, the crazy things that they're able to build in guild halls. And when we built this one, we specifically had them in mind. We wanted to leave lots of space for them to be able to build all of their crazy adventures in there. So I'm looking forward to see what they do with the space that we've made for them.
Gonna ask my guild leader if we're gonna get one of these guild halls. I want one now. There is Sarah.
Hi, I'm Sarah Skolovich, and I am the voice of Anka in End of Dragons.
Anka. Oh, we also have Kelly coming up.
Hi, I'm Kelly Hu, and I play Captain Mytrin in the
Mytrin.
Blade Armada in Guild
We know
Wars
Mytrin.
2, End of Dragons.
Mytrin entered Fractals. That was in Fractals. That was also part of the story.
Thank you
a couple
for
years ago.
sharing all of this and getting players ready for their new Canthan Guild Hall.
I cannot stress how beautiful this map is. We actually had somebody return to the company, Darren Claypool, of the Township of Claypool fame.
Yeah.
He came back, and the work he did on this map is just phenomenal.
I want to place that meme where,
So at this point,
I understand,
you're
but
probably
YouTube doesn't
wondering
allow
what's
it.
next for Elite Specializations, because we haven't talked about those quite
Elite
yet. So thank you for
Specs.
hanging in there.
This is
Andrew,
it.
Why don't you get us started?
So Elite Specializations offer players a fundamentally new way to experience their profession. They give players access to new playstyles by changing their profession's core mechanics and unlocking new weapon and utility skills. Our Elite Specializations for End of Dragons are heavily inspired by Cantha. We dug into some deep lore to truly tie these Elite specs into the region. We've also
Fasten
broken
your
a lot of our
seatbelts.
rules with Profession and Elite
Here he goes.
Specialization design, and I think players are going to really enjoy the result.
Yeah. So today we're going to give you an overview of the core mechanic changes and weapon and utility skills for the Elite spec that we teased a few weeks ago.
All right.
Afterwards,
We've
I'll
seen
be
this
joined
one.
live by a few members of our development team to talk about what's coming next for Guild Wars 2 in 2021, give you our beta dates, and wrap up
Beta
today's show.
dates. Oh. The Virtuoso. Oh man, this is Mesmer stuff. Let's watch it. You've seen this one in the recent blog post.
A senior combat designer working on Elite Specializations for End of Dragons. We're here today to preview some of the abilities for the upcoming Mesmer Elite Specialization, the Virtuoso. Let's jump right into it.
My god.
To begin, let's briefly cover the profession mechanic changes. From the start, you will no longer have access to clones. Instead of creating clones, the Virtuoso will stock a blade on themselves for use with their Blade Song profession abilities. Phantasms will still initialize, but will stock a blade instead of creating a clone when they finish with their action. We'll have some brief demonstrations of different ways to gain blades during this preview. Now, let's go look at the Virtuoso's weapon, the dagger.
It's not a spear, guys.
The Virtuoso's dagger is a consistent projectile attack called Flying Cutter. Instead of a payout of a 3 auto attack chain, any target struck by 3 of the projectiles it launches will receive multiple additional attacks on the 3rd impact.
I like that it's ranged.
The second skill of this weapon is Blade Call. This ability spreads daggers which pause at their ending point or wherever they collide with terrain, and then return to the Virtuoso for a second attack. If the blades strike an enemy during this ability, you'll stock a blade for your profession abilities. Here you can see a blade stocked above my character's left shoulder. Then stocking a second blade shows another above my right shoulder.
Alright, cool. So we have 2 blades now.
Unstable Blade Storm is the 3rd ability, dealing pulsing damage along its path and hurling blades at enemies within
this skill.
Okay,
oh, this is so
let's
sick.
use some of these stocked blades we've accumulated. Blade Song Harmony is the Virtuoso's most accessible blade song, expending each stocked blade separately over a period of time that deals damage to your target enemy.
Okay, cool. The second one's probably Confusion.
Blade Song Sorrow.
Yeah,
Each
exactly.
of your stocked blades readies itself
like the other Mesmer skills.
and launches toward your targeted enemy to strike them simultaneously, while inflicting confusion.
The third one's Stun.
We'll rebuild a few of our blades after this by switching to a Greatsword, then using Mirror Blade and Phantasmal Berserker. Blade Song Dissonance.
Yeah.
Combine all your
daze.
blades into a single strike that dazes enemies.
Okay.
We'll regain a full set of blades by using the utility skill Blade Renewal. Blade Turn Requiem
Long cast
will block
time,
for a
but
short time and
looks
deals
good.
damage to nearby enemies based on the number of blades stocked.
It's a nice tanking ability.
Your heal skill is called Twin Blade Restoration, which throws daggers at enemies and grants bonus effects if you hit foes with them.
Offensive healing skill.
As covered before, Blade Renewal will grant distortion and fully stock all blades that can be used differently.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Blade songs.
So you can do this without taking damage.
Rain of Blades drops daggers on foes for its duration, punishing enemies that remain in its area.
Oh man.
Sword of Decimation is a single impact in an area to strategically immobilize enemies.
Alright, looks good.
Psychic Force is an area attack around the Virtuoso that pushes enemies away. And finally, Thousand Cuts as your elite skill is a fire and forget line-based damaging ability that requires foes to stay in its narrow path for full effectiveness.
This is going to be a really great specialization for raids and stuff.
Each of the abilities that the Virtuoso can harness for the expansion. We'll cover the traits another time. We're excited to see how the daggers fly.
This is really
get
good.
Your hands on this burly elite specialization.
Yeah.
I've been Carl McLean, and on behalf of ArenaNet and the Skills team, thank you, and we'll see you again soon.
Thanks, Carl. Oh, dude, this is so sick. This looks so good. There's Debbie.
Hey everybody, it's Debbie Derryberry, the voice of Taimi, your favorite, my favorite.
Nice.
We're so excited to be coming back for End of Dragons. Oh, there's so much I want to tell you. So great. See you there.
I like that she did her own voice as well.
Andrew has headed back to keep working on End of Dragons for all of you. Colin has rejoined me, and Josh Davis, our head of live operations, is here as well.
Thanks, Ruby. Hello, everybody.
I think he wrote a blog post
It's great to be back at the studio again.
a couple weeks ago.
Crashed this live stream, and I couldn't help myself.
About the systems of Guild Wars 2.
Welcome back. So, how about the
Not sure if it's him, but I think so.
So, like Andrew mentioned before, we've broken a lot of our pre-existing design constraints and rules around Elite Specializations with End of Dragons, which I think is going to be pretty interesting overall. I think the fact that the Virtuoso doesn't have a clone mechanic, which has been a staple of Mesmer gameplay since release, is a bit of a testament to this. For me, Virtuoso feels like an entirely new profession, and I think you're going to see a similar design approach with all of the other Elite Specializations in the expansion.
We can't wait to tell you more about those Elite Specializations throughout the rest of 2020.
Tell me more!
Along with other End of Dragons features that we mentioned today, like those other 2 mastery tracks. We got off to a great start. We got to share so many things about the expansion. Colin, you want to give us a quick recap?
I would love to recap that.
10 seconds.
Give me that recap.
So what have we heard about? Canthan region, we've got a storyline, mysterious Dragon Jade technology, creatures and masteries, new elite specializations, new strikes, each with their own challenge mode, a new Canthan guild hall, fishing and fishing boats, we're calling those skiffs, and 2-player mounts. This is the first time we're adding multiplayer mounts to Guild Wars 2.
Multiplayer mounts,
and one of the things I'm most excited about this expansion is it draws on some of the best elements and lessons from our previous 2 expansions. For story, we looked at some of the best things that we did in Heart of Thorns and Path of Fire, and then we brought that approach into End of Dragons, and I think it's the best story we've done yet. And then we looked at replay value. Heart of Thorns,
oh, this is really
one of the
smart.
big things that we've seen comments from our players about Heart of Thorns was they love the amount of replay value that expansion
They listened.
The game.
They listened.
So we really invested in this expansion in meta events, in our strikes, having challenge modes, and having a full set of legendary weapons, the full 16 on launch day, day 1. There's a lot of replay value, and this is about an expansion that you can play for a long time. And we realize that's very important to our players. We also wanted to have game systems that impact not just the expansion, but the entire game. And really to look at the game deeply and systemically as a whole, the way we've done with gliding and with mounts and other expansions. And so with End of Dragons, if you look at the multiplayer mounts, that is an investment in us saying, hey, Path of Fire had mounts. We're going to try having multiplayer mounts with the Turtle, and that's really exciting. Fishing and multiplayer fishing with skiffs is a game-wide experience that you can have, and I think that's really exciting too. Our mysterious Dragon Jade technology, you'll find out more about that someday, also has had this approach applied to it. And there's 2 other really big things that we're working on that really play into the story of this expansion. For our world versus world players, Alliances is a major feature that folks have been waiting for a long time. And it comes in our End of Dragons time frame, and it's a big thing that we know is about.
I thought that was going to release it this year.
Ways to improve the game forever for our players. And then the other big one we're investing in is our technology. And by
DirectX
investing
11.
in taking the game from DX9 to DX11, and a lot of the things that eventually will come with that, we really want to invest in holistically. How do we make Guild Wars a better
That could be the case, Aki. I'm not really sure. But it could probably be the case,
me, though this expansion is named End of Dragons, I want to be abundantly clear, this is not the end of Guild Wars 2. We view End of Dragons as the next big stepping stone for this franchise.
I think it's
and
smart.
We think the best is yet to come. There is plenty more coming after End
it
of
would
Dragons.
not be the end of Guild Wars 2 if they would upgrade their DirectX.
But we're very excited for you all to get to check it out.
To DirectX 11.
But we do have lots for you to pass the time between now and the launch of End of Dragons. Josh, you're up.
Yes, thank you. And we've got a lot to go through, so please bear with me.
Ooh,
yes,
look at that
first,
thing
in
Ruby's
case you've been living
holding.
under a rock, I do want to bring attention to the Living World Returns campaign, which
Yeah.
is taking players back to Living World Seasons 2, 3, 4, and the Iceberg Saga. If you're tuning into Guild Wars 2 for the first time in a long while, you're going to want to listen closely to this. So here's how it works. Each Living World episode is available for free during its Spotlight Week, and all you need to do to claim that episode is
log in.
Season 3, Episode 5 is in the Spotlight starting today, and Season 4 is going to kick off later next month.
Season 4 is one of the
this
best
is a
ones,
perfect
in my
time
opinion.
for veterans and new players to get caught up on the story in preparation for End of Dragons. Each episode
Yes.
has new achievements available, and completing those achievements is going to bring you closer to 2 fairly big rewards.
Yeah.
Like Ruby mentioned earlier, you can earn a voucher for an End of Dragons precursor weapon, which is going to give you a head start on earning one of those Aurene-inspired legendaries that Chelsea showed us earlier.
Yes, that's why
And
I'm
if you
redoing
complete
them.
the full meta achievement for Living World Returns, you'll be rewarded with a legendary amulet, which will fit quite nicely into your legendary armory.
Legendary Armory, yeah.
Now it's worth noting that these achievements are permanent, so if this is the first time you're hearing about it, don't worry, you can still jump in a little bit late and catch up on all this content before the release of End of Dragons next year. But while we're talking about the near future, I'd also like to remind folks that we have the World Boss Rush bonus event kicking off later today. In that event, you can take out world bosses, which will progress a community goal and unlock new tiers of rewards for everybody. And there's more details on that event on the guildwars2.com blog. I believe that was posted yesterday. So like Colin mentioned earlier, we've also got Alliances rolling into beta later on this summer. For anyone who's tuning in who's not familiar with the feature, Alliances is designed to deliver a more balanced world versus world experience by dynamically creating matchups.
No, the
guilds,
Turtle will be
Alliances,
restricted
which is
to End of
basically a
Dragons,
player-managed
probably.
collection of guilds and active world versus world players. This is very different from the current system.
No, I think you can get the Turtle with only End of Dragons. I'm not really
we know
sure.
this feature is going to have a huge impact on the player experience in World vs. World, and we want to work with our players, with you, to get this right. And this is really why we're going to be releasing it in a beta state in phases. This is going to allow us to get feedback on each element of that system before we make it a permanent addition to the game.
Yeah.
We mentioned this.
They've
on
already
July 2nd, but I want to
announced
reiterate,
this, but it's
World vs.
good
World
that they
is a
mentioned it
core
once
pillar
again.
for Guild Wars 2, and we wanted to make sure that we delivered something meaty for the game mode, aside from Elite Specializations with End of Dragons.
Yeah.
And this feature is just the first step of many that we have planned for getting World vs. World where we and you want it to be.
Okay.
Now, Alliances isn't the only major feature coming before the expansion. Like Colin mentioned before, he's scooping everything. Well, I guess we already talked about it publicly, but we're working on upgrading the engine from DirectX 9 to DirectX 11.
Yes.
This is a long-awaited and highly requested update for Guild Wars 2. I think Ruby can attest
Definitely.
to that one. And it all starts with an opt-in beta later this year. This changeover is critical for improving client performance and allows us to start ratcheting up our graphical fidelity, which is a long-term effort that we're very excited about. We plan to start these betas in just a few short months.
I'm going to turn this down a little bit because he already told this. This is already in the blog post. But as you said, strong. They focused really on player retention this expansion, as Colin said. So I hope that gets true, comes true, comes to life.
Will each include 3 of 9 new Elite Specializations. The 4th event is going to include all 9 Elite Specializations and the Siege Turtle. You'll be able to play with the existing Elite Specs. You'll be able to play with the Elite Specs and Siege Turtles in existing PvE content, World vs. World, and in PvP.
Wow.
And just a general note, these betas are available to everyone, even those who are on free-to-play accounts.
Oh, sweet.
Now, the big beat here is that the first Elite Spec beta is just 3 weeks away, starting on August 17th, running through August 21st.
Weeks.
You'll be able to play with the Virtuoso, which we've got a rundown from Carl on, and 2 more yet to be revealed Elite Specializations.
Okay.
Down towards those betas, we'll be revealing all of the remaining 8 Elite Specs leading up to each of the betas. And speaking of, here's a little sneak peek at the silhouette of the next Elite Spec that you're going to find
Necromancer
out
with a gun.
and get to play in our beta on
a pistol.
August 17th.
What could that possibly be?
It looks amazing. I can't wait
It looks
to
like a
talk about
warrior.
Interesting.
No, it's a necromancer.
Now,
the
I
gun.
feel like
Sweet.
that's it, right? Like, Ruby, do we have anything else that we want to talk about
more
today?
things. So first of all, hey, we've been working on this Arena Elder Dragon statue, and it is finally ready to share with all of you. You can pre-purchase this starting now until August 20th for delivery in January of 2022. We've also partnered with DX Racer to give away a DX Racer Series Pro Gaming Chair.
Witchhunter, yeah, that would be really cool actually. I really like it a lot.
To see how to enter and how to pre-purchase the Aurene statue.
All right, so surely that's everything.
No,
Bloodborne,
No, there's more. There is one thing that we've seen a lot of you asking about. Early in July, early this month, we told you that End of Dragons is coming in, quote, early 2022.
Yes.
And we've been watching all of you speculate about what early means.
February,
I am super excited to let you know that the expansion will launch in February, and you will be able to pre-purchase today at 11:20 a.m. Pacific time. That is less than 2 hours away.
I'm going to pre-order it.
To help pass the time until then, or maybe make the wait a little harder, I'm going to let you see the pre-purchase bonus items and what you can get with each edition of Guild Wars 2 End of Dragons. The pre-purchase bonus items are the Flame Serpent weapon chest, the Xingje Mosaic Cape, and the Prodigy of Xingje title. You will get all of those as soon as you pre-purchase, so you can start showing off some Canthan flair in game right away.
Going to do that right away.
Every edition of End of Dragons has some great extras, so let's go ahead and talk about those too. The standard edition of End of Dragons includes a free shared inventory slot and the max level boost.
Oh, that's really nice.
The deluxe edition comes with those two items, plus an additional character slot, the Xingje Dragon Boat Skiff skin,
I'm getting this one.
Raptor skin, which I love, and an identity repair kit. And then the Ultimate Edition, which is the best value, includes all of those items plus 4,000
Too bad, Lecoin. You're going to stay up. You're going to pre-order.
That's a lot, you guys. We hope you enjoyed this first look at End of Dragons and that you are excited for everything else we're going to show this year.
This is a good announcement.
Now it's time to start looking forward to the next Elite Specialization and the first beta event coming in August, which I think August begins technically this week.
That is
this week?
Yeah.
You know, one note I want to add.
Nani?
So you mentioned the identity repair kit that'll be available. There are going to be some new looks with the expansion that players
new
can
looks.
From, so it does come in quite handy, I think.
This is good timing for that.
I literally have my wallet next to me.
So,
not even a joke.
Check out Living World Season 3, Episode 5, which again is going to be free all week. We also have the World Boss Rush event starting today, and the World vs. World.
Whoa, hey Justin! Thanks for the $5.
Active running until Friday of this week.
Thank you.
Start pre-purchasing.
Thank you so much.
Dragons at 11:20 a.m. Pacific time.
You're amazing,
today.
dude.
Go pick it up, go in game, and show off your cool flair. Thanks for joining us, everybody.
Thank you all for joining us.
Oh my
We'll see you again.
Thank you. Thank you. Are they gonna show something? Is this something new? Oh no, we've seen this one. We're gonna watch this again.
In this strangeness, like a song half remembered, a tune without words to carry it. I know you, and yet I don't.
You will soon, little one.
Who are you talking to?
Just an echo in the mist.
Oh, this is Freeze?
Look around us. Your children would be trapped in the past, if not for me. Their worlds are carved from the jade that I gave purpose. I promised them a future. A century of progress cannot end this way.
Echo Vault, here we go. This is a really great announcement, guys. They can't do it any better than this.
In some grand cosmic wheel.
This is so good. No Tengu though, no Tengu. But that's fine. This is good. This is good. It's really good.
I won't.
Oh, don't forget to join my Discord. Doing a giveaway. Ends tomorrow. Also check out my Twitter and the community post right here. That's sick.
The future future is out there. What are we waiting for?
The cycle is reborn. Once again, Justin, thank you so much for the $5. I really appreciate it. Oh, this is some new artwork. Is this the Harvest Temple? Harvest Temple in Guild Wars 1. This was one of the last missions, I believe. Oh, they ended the stream. All right, let's head back to something else. There's Guild Wars. Let me see. Is there any sound here? So there was there was a pretty major thing. That was pretty major. That was pretty big. This is really good. This is really good. I really like this expansion, guys. I'm super hyped for this. Hold on, let me just close this down real quick. Let's stick around a little longer and chat a little bit about it. Holy Jesus. All right, let me see. Chat's going nuts. The new dragon, yes. Did they say anything about fixing helmets on Char? No, they didn't. They might do it. Return to Flashpoint. All right, I see. That's the latest mission. Sweet, 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 sweet. All right. And let me see what's up. The dragon is huge, Char, big. I'm ready to... Yeah, I always go for the... I might even go for the 4K gems as well. Or was it 2K gems you get with it? It's really nice. They always come in handy at one point. But last time I went for the middle version. So the deluxe one, I believe. So it's the one where you get all the skins and all that stuff. I believe that one, I went for that one. That was really cool. And I recently also bought, what's it called? This one. This gathering mount. I really like it with the doggo. Look at it. Look at that. So cool. So hey guys, you got any questions about End of Dragons? What are you most excited for? So we got a view of the Virtuoso and a glimpse of the Witchhunter. Yes. No, basically showed nothing. They showed the entire new Elite Specialization. They showed whoa, hey Irish, thank you. They did a joke, didn't you get help? Oh, they didn't have to do that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. No, let me see. Wait, Flashpoint's on right now. How about we do Flashpoint? Let's just do Flashpoint. Let's go for it. Ah, there we go. I gotta turn up a little bit of volume. Oh, thank you so much, Irish. You're amazing. You are amazing. No, but they showed a lot. They showed the Elite Specialization. They showed a glimpse of the Witchhunter. They showed the new mount. They showed boats. They showed fishing. They showed... Well, they let you guys know that there is a beta coming up in about 3 weeks, which is also pretty big. Release is in February. It's all things that we didn't know. That's super huge. So let's play this one. Commander, do you read me? Taimi. Ready to be blown away. Yeah. You think Monkby will be a warrior or a guardian Elite Specialization? Well, if you look at... Oh, Taimi, hold on. There we go. If you look at the original Guild Wars, then you'd say Monk is more of a guardian thing than a warrior thing. Because Monk in Guild Wars 1 was really more like a healer and not as much as a... Oh wait, I can't get there yet on my Thief. Hold on. I'm redoing the story on my Thief, so I don't have all waypoints unlocked. But I can go there from Lion's Arch. So it's more of a Guardian thing, but when the Guardian came out, they kind of bundled the Monk and the Ritualist into one, and they also added like a warrior aspect to it. So it's more, and that kind of created the Guardian, so to say. So half of the skills that you are using as a Guardian were already accessible in Guild Wars 1 as a Monk or as a Ritualist. So those spirit weapons you summon, these are all Ritualist weapons. So there's that. Need to bounce. Catch you later. Thank you. Thank you, Iris. Thank you for the $10. It's amazing. You really didn't have to do that. If you need anything, just let me know. The stream guy voice so cute. I will stay for him. I'm too broke for DLC. Thank you so much, Lion. No, it's all free stuff right here, right? It's all for fun. Let's just chat a little bit. No Tengu. Yeah, no Tengu. I know. So I'm kind of in the middle with the Tengu, right? So they kind of teased the Tengu a couple times, but they never showed much more about it. So the Tengu were also like native to Canthan, so they're just natural habitats of Canthan. So that's nothing changed. They don't really have to release it as a race then, right? But on the other hand, like people have been asking for it quite a lot, and they teased it at some particular moments that you might think, hey, Tengu is a race, but I'm a little bit in the middle about it. I know if they release it, it's not a real surprise for me anymore. But if they don't release it, I wouldn't be surprised as well. So I'm a little bit in the middle of what they are going to do about with the Tengu. But I always keep in mind, like, if they are going to do Tengu, they have to redesign, like, all... you have to redesign armor sets and all that stuff here. This, for example, this all has to be redesigned for Tengu. That's sick. That's so much work. So based on that, I would almost say that they won't re-release it. But on the other hand, they could also make it so they only have like a few armor sets, or they reuse a model. If you look at like other games, they reuse models as well, and then let's say, for example, they reuse the char model, scale it down a little bit, and that's your Tengu stuff. That could be the case. Who was Tengu? Tengu is like a bird-like race in Guild Wars 1. And people think it could be a playable race, which I kind of agree with, that it could be a race at one point. So this is a bit of a spoiler if you haven't played Path of Fire yet, or... Well, this is not... Was this Path of Fire? No, this is not Path of Fire. This is... what's it called? Heart of Thorns. The expansion in between the two expansions. This stuff is all 6 years old, so I assume most of you have already played this. There we go. This is a new episode that came out today, and like they said on stream, they really encourage you to replay these episodes. They used to be on the gem store for a couple bucks, but now they are all free. So you can play this stuff all for free if you have the expansion. And they really encourage you to replay this because if you do all of these instances, then you will unlock a legendary amulet, which you can use in your legendary armory. So that's really good. That's really cool. So you can use that amulet on every character you own. So as you can see right here, I'm still using Oblivion, which is Doom's staff. But I can also use Nevermore, which is an elite one. And I'm using this on my Elementalist right now. But I can reuse this on other characters. But I still have to figure that out for all of my characters, because there was a lot of items that I've crafted, ascended gear, that I will just have to throw away now. Or at least store on my storage. There's that. He spoiled the content, Mike. I will never recover. Man's running around his back. Black and white PvP character at all, by any chance? No, this is not a PvP character. This is, I think I never really PvP'd on this character. I only PvP'd on my Necro. People will hate me for it, probably. Some people think it's cheap, but it wins me games for my dailies. No, I just run a core Necro build. I think it's a meta Necro build as well. I'm very glad for them to give these for free, because I didn't have these living worlds and I couldn't play. Yeah, I would be as well, but I played since 2012, since release, and I played Guild Wars 1 before that, so yeah, I almost played every day since release. Really depends on what day, because hey, if you have like other social activities or that stuff, you might not play for a day, right? But I think I played all of these on release day most of the time, with some exceptions. There is Flunt, the cranky old Asura. The entire launch stream could have been an email. Nah, I disagree. I mean, I like you, dude, but I 100% disagree with that. I mean, what the Mesmer release with the skills in an email? No. I will send you an email with images next time. No, no. I think it's a great release. It was more of like a feature announcement than gameplay. So it was more features than actual gameplay, which is fine for me. But if they announce this and then we're like, all right, see you in a bit, whatever, then it would be kind of like, okay. But they announced it and then they said like, buckle up, blog post coming, beta in 3 weeks in August, release date in February, more betas coming later this year. So you can expect a lot more stuff coming up. So they really gave you something to look forward for, and that I think that was missing sometimes. But now they really like, I know in 3 weeks I can play the beta, and that's around my holiday as well. So expect extra long streams and some other stuff. So buckle up. That would be really cool. All right, Lazarus. Oh yeah, this is still about Lazarus the Mersat. There we go. Heck a long email. Yeah, definitely. Is this a Condi there? No, this is a power one. This I'm using Berserker gear and a Rune of the Scholar. So this one is the squishiest build you can run. I created this one for raids to play as a Daredevil, but I adjusted some of the traits. I believe. I think I changed it around Halloween last year. So this is quite similar with the raid build that I've been using. I think I got a video about it as well in from Halloween. So you got to look back a little bit and look for like the Halloween video. Gold. I think it was a gold making guide for Halloween. And I think I changed what's it called? Bound to Impaling Lotus. So instead of a in raids, when you dodge, you would get a damage buff for this. But now, it shoots daggers out to other people. It also increases your condition damage, but this build is mainly for tagging as many enemies as possible, so you can get experience from it everywhere. This is not about doing the most single damage as possible. But I need to create an alternative set for this, because this is super squishy. Yeah, and that's not really practical if you're doing open world PvE like I'm doing right now. So we need to get a couple mirrors. We can do that. One's up here, I believe. Yeah. One's up in the middle, it seems, up there. Okay. So let's do that. So keep in mind, guys, once again, this is all free this week. So make sure to log in if you want to play the same content that I'm doing. This is content that was released in 2016, 2017, somewhere. Yeah, you can all replay it now. Before that, you had to buy it again on the gem store if you hadn't already unlocked it. Which I had, so I could already play it, but if you haven't, so make sure to use this opportunity. It's all free, new map. I think this brings us to Draconis Mons. Not really sure, but I think it brings us there. It's a really nice area as well. So let's bring this thing. All right, give it a go. Expect many more left of it. Let me see. Stefan just said something. Hold on, give me a second. What did Stefan say? Stefan. It's a good choice to start the game right now, having not played ever. It seems like it's a game for years. Don't want to fetch just... No, it's not going to shut down in 2 to 3 years. So, what people thought a lot, which makes sense, right? They first brought out 2 expansions, and then they were like, yeah, a little bit of the middle. We're just gonna create like living world stuff, and now they announce another one. But what they're doing right now is really important, and this has nothing to do with expansions. This has nothing to do with content. This is all has to do with upgrading their systems. So what they've done, Guild Wars 2 is running on an old engine. I believe it's running on the Guild Wars 1 engine. So this engine I'm playing, I don't know, let's just look at the drawings. I'm not really paying attention. There we go. Wait, hold on. What they're doing right now is reconfiguring their whole infrastructure. So they're basically working on the fundamentals of the game again. And it's scruffy. It's not. Wait, hold on. It's not Redlock. It's Arene then. There you go. So if they're gonna decide on working that big of a project, then it's most likely that they're gonna work on it for at least like 5 to 10 years, definitely. And like Colin Johansson also mentioned, this expansion is called End of Dragons, but it's definitely not the end of Guild Wars 2. And I think the reason they're doing that is because they worked on Dragons for like 10 years now, even more, because it already started in Guild Wars 2, and I think they are kind of stuck in this creative loop that they can only focus on Dragons. Okay, we got Dragon 1, okay, we got that one, we got Dragon 2, got that one, and then they had Jormek and Primordus, which were haphazardly, well, I don't want to spoil it for most people, or people that haven't played it, or replaying it in the next couple of months. But Jormek and Primordus had a thing. And now the last Elder Dragon is Steve, as most people call it, because we don't have a name. And we don't really know what's gonna happen after that. So I think they're just gonna wrap up the Elder Dragon stories, and then work on their own story from now. And have their own creative guidelines. So I honestly think this is really good. So let me see. Can I join you guys' guild? I think you can. Give me your. Are you European? Because my guild is European. It's really beginner friendly, and everyone can join. But I play with them a lot from time to time. But it's not like I organize events and stuff. I have so little time. I work 40 hours a week, and I also try to create content for this game. So I don't rarely participate in their events. But they do, like, I think almost daily events. So if you put your name out there, I'll see what I can do. But be nice, because I added another guy from YouTube before, and he was really not nice to other guildies. So my guild leader might be a little bit skeptic. But just give me your name. See what I can do. Alright, let's kill these dudes. Let's do it like this. Oh wait, my chat's always hidden. It's getting private messages, but my chat's always hidden in OBS because I got this fancy chat window. There we go, let's kill that one. There we go, there we go. Okay, defend. Oh, I gotta activate those. Whoops, forgot about that. Hold on, let me read up on the chat in a second. Just handling the controls right here. So those experiments are on our side. That's really nice. Okay, my guild is EU. It's European. Yeah. You can join as an American, but you can't play with us then. So wouldn't make not make much sense, I guess. Oh, yeah, I knew it. My dire. See, this is what I mean with having like Berserker, full Berserker in open world PvP, PvE. I mean, it's super smart to do for dungeons, but from a PvE perspective, it's a big oof. You die all the time, so. I mean, I play like a little bit passively, so with the short bow, so most of the times I can handle it, but one-on-one stuff in open world PvE. Wouldn't do it. Wouldn't do it with this build. Gets like, what's that stat? I forgot. Wait, oh, there's still one there. Boop. Gralcatoric experiment. Oh wait, there's one illusion here. Could have summoned my elite skill here, but I whoopsed it. I can't really, I'm so bad at talking and playing at the same time. So let's kill this mercenary. Let's see what the chat's up to. Okay, I'll pass it to my guild leader. Is that a raid? No, this is not a raid. This is a story instance. I was looking for someone to help me with raids. I never did them. Just fractals. Mostly got kicked or flamed. Yeah, we don't really do raids, and I really don't really do raids that much right now. I do it from time to time, but not really actively at the moment. So there is that. I think I created a video once where I explained on how to get a group in raids. I think it's just called Raiding Guide. Just look for my name, Kyosika. Yeah, just look for that one on YouTube. I can send it to you in a minute. And in there is a link to a Discord where you can a Discord you can join. And if you join that one, there are a lot of training raids and training fractals. And there are people that are really dedicated to helping you. I mean, I'd like to help like every one of you, right? But to be honest, it's just too much. I tried it like a couple of years ago, helping everyone that sent a message. But most of the time it cost me gold. It costs a lot of time. And yeah, that's just that's a bit hard. And I'm not really an active streamer as well, just because of my real life schedule. So it's a bit hard to help everyone out personally. Here's a cinematic for you guys. The true identity of Lazarus.
The illusion is broken. Now I can... Balthazar.
It's Balthazar, the god of war and fire. Oh, there we go. That was an NPC. There you go. Yeah, it's kind of scary to see a literal god in front of you. Might be a shocker. Let me put the volume up again. There you go.
Marjorie some help. I'll hold them off as long as I can. Okay, but so many of them. Commander.
Oh, there's peacemakers coming.
No one retreats while Blunt still fights. You can't
Blunt.
hear what I did, but it's very clever.
Came back? You came back. You do value me.
All hands, save my research.
Save my research. So this was a pretty big thing, I remember back in the day, because in Guild Wars 1, gods were just gods, right? So you didn't see them, you could give them blessings and get a little buff for depending on which god you pledged your blessing to. But that's about it, and now we just saw a literal god in Guild Wars 2. That's unbelievable, so to say. And this continues in the Path of Fire storyline. So if you want to see how this ends, you gotta play Path of Fire. Don't want to spoil too much here. But first of all, we'll just log in the game right now. Hey Kyosika, just a random question since I barely managed to tune in. Is there a way to check out the recap in regards? There is. So the stream that ArenaNet and Guild Wars 2 just did, you can watch that on their YouTube channel. The stream I'm doing right now, after I end this stream, this will also be accessible on this YouTube channel. And I believe, if I'm correct, at least this should be enabled. You can go back a little bit in the video you are currently watching, where I am talking to you. You can use that like slider as a normal YouTube video. You can go back to the start of this video, and then you can start the stream from the beginning. So there you have it. So there are like 2 ways you can watch. You can rewatch this one. You can three ways actually. You can watch rewatch this one. You can skip back in this one, or you can watch the official one on the official Guild Wars 2 channel. So make sure to check that out if you want that. Whee! Check on Marjorie. Hey, what's up?
Jory.
What's up?
Is she okay? This human is stabilized. She'll likely survive.
I covered my screen so I didn't that spell it lol. Okay, makes sense. That's why I quit Guild Wars 2 in a while. Oh, you kid. Oh, yeah, that sucks. Yeah, you gotta play together with a lot of people. That makes the game way more fun, especially if you're trying new pieces of content. So I played this game since release. So every time I do something, I get a reward for it, or so I kill proof basically, as what they use in raids, legendary insights for example, or maybe a token, and you save those up in your bank, and then you can just ping them or link them in the chat, and then people will accept you. So I can basically get in any group I want, but I understand from a new player's perspective that it's super hard to get into these groups. So it will take you a little bit more time to get into it, right? But once you get into it, you can basically go play it on demand. That's really nice.
Marjorie, I love her.
Okay, bye, I guess.
Okay, bye, I guess.
This is beyond crazy. To recap, you picked a fight with a god. The god of war.
Yep.
Thanks, Taimi.
Why do you think... What should we do now?
The deception, the lies, the willingness to kill to get what he wants. God or not, my instincts say whatever he's up to can't be beneficial.
I always played with my brother. Oh, that's really nice. But I'd rather listen to you in real time. Well, you can right now. Yeah, but I just covered it. Like, you can just rewatch this. I think if you go back, like, I got the stream open as well. If you go back to 1 hour and... Let's go back 1 hour and 13 minutes. That's where it all started. I haven't rewatched it myself, so I wonder how it looked. Or how it sounds, basically.
And avoid flunt?
Always. Stay safe, Commander. This is uncharted ground. I'll be in touch.
Alright. Got it. So here I get this achievement. That's for replaying the story. That's really important because return to Flashpoint. If I complete these 9 achievements, I get a leyline weapon, which is really nice. But it also contributes to that legendary armor amulet, as they mentioned in the stream. So that you can reuse that, and legendary amulets are really cool because you can change the stats, and since we have the legendary armory, you can always use it on any character you have, and since every character uses an amulet, so you can use this amulet on any character with the legendary armory, which is free, and also you can change stats on demand. So if you want to play a healer, you can just change your stats. So go to the Redstone port. Let's go there real quick. So there's that. Where is it? Is it here? Oh yeah, it's this. Yeah. I think I've only found this area when I was doing what's it called? Map completion. Is this also a story instance? Oh no, it's not. No, sorry.
Course set for the Ring of Fire Islands.
Ring of Fire Islands. This was also a Guild Wars 1 area. Yeah, we're going to Draconis Mons. I'm 100% sure now. Wait, so I've never played this story before, so after playing once, I need to reply it to get that achievement? No, like if you... No, you only have to play it once. So if you've never played this before, you get both achievements. So let me show that to you real quick. Where is it? Gotta look that up for you real quick. Ah, there it is. So here's Flashpoint. This is, as you can see, I completed this one not all of them, as you can see. Oh, I still have to do this. I remember this. Oof, I might do it this time, but I'm not really sure. So, when you first play it, this one will unlock right here, and everything you do will be unlocked regularly. But also, since it's a bonus event, you will also unlock these ones. And unlocking these ones contributes to like a bigger goal, so that precursor they talked about and that legendary amulet. And this one, where is it? There we go. This one over here. This contributes to your achievements, to the skins you want to get for basically. So if you do it once now, you will contribute your achievements and your efforts, so to say, to both categories. So to the new achievement and the older ones. So I hope that answers your question. That sounded a bit weird, but yeah, basically doing it once now contributes to 2 categories. Are you Dutch? You sound Dutch. Yeah, I am super Dutch. Sometimes, I don't know, like, if I'm talking to my guildies, I know I sound way better. Not as Dutch as I'm sounding right now, but it's just that I have to do 2 things at once. And that's, I don't know, streaming and playing and talking. That's, I don't know, makes my English go a little bit scuffed. My English gets scuffed. Alright. Where are we? Dragonus Mons. So let them talk a little bit. This is Dragonus Mons. I'll show you where it is. There you go. Dragonus Mons is right over here. And on the world map, that's right over here. This is where the last missions of the original Guild Wars were. In the original Guild Wars, I think you went from... everyone started in Ascalon. Then you went to... wait, hold on. You started right over here, I believe. No. Ah, no, I see. You started here, then you went over here. There. Jungle. Shiver Peaks. Right over here. And then... I think you went back, and then you went to the desert. And then you went over here. And that's where it ended. And if you got Eye of the North, the expansion for Guild Wars 1, then you went all the way over here as well. So, there's that. Guild Wars 1 story in 3 seconds.
What's happening?
Oh, wait.
Help! It's got me!
Oh no. Okay. Whoa, this looks really cool. This person made their character exactly like Keith, so that's really cool. Let's see what we can get here. I think I got all of this stuff already.
Watch your back out here.
Might get this one. This gives me a more experience while I'm here. Not really that I need it, actually. I'm not really sure. Mini Dragon's Watch Casimir. I don't have this one. I don't have this one either. This one either. I don't have this one. Why didn't I get this one? Let me get Casimir. I think that you can just gather these, right? Let's just unlock them. Let's get all the mini pets. There we go. I don't think I really used mini pets anymore. I used to use them. I used a cat, I believe, but I think I hit them when I started recording every time. Like, every time I was recording, I didn't want like have this silly mini pet walking in the back. I really like mini pets, but when I'm recording, I just want it off. And sometimes I forget, so I look back at the footage and I'm like, oh Jesus, I forgot to turn the mini pets off. Yeah, and I'm like, all right, let's just leave it at that. It's just gonna be with the mini pets, but I think I disabled them once, or I disabled them once and I left it there. So let's go up. Woo! Head up the hill. There's an event here.
Who's there?
Mysterious voice. Can't really remember whose voice this was, to be honest. Speak with the person in charge here. Lieutenant Mayday. What's up? Oh, your English is fine, thank you. I just recognized it because I'm Dutch. Yeah, that makes sense. Like, everyone that's Dutch recognizes each other. What story you like more, Guild Wars 1 or Guild Wars 2? I think Guild Wars 2 has some good stuff, good stories tied to it, but definitely Guild Wars 1. And that has nothing to do with the Guild Wars 2 story at the biggest part, but it's just a bit of nostalgia, like all those characters and stuff. It's more like a nostalgia choice than a rational choice. But I think Guild Wars 2 story is also it's pretty good, but they have like their ups and downs. I mean, the last fight against Saitan is still meh, and well, that's from the original story, right? And I think there was also like a little point. I don't know. I think season 2 or 3. There was like this. For me, it was like a little dip in the story. I don't want to say it's necessarily bad, but it was. I don't know. I kind of stopped following a bit of the story there, and then when Path of Fire came out, it was like, all right, this is stuff, and now I'm completely caught up again. But I don't want to say like this is all just personal stuff, right? This is what I personally thought, and it's not like it's objectively like good or bad. But overall, I think it's a good story. I think the story is better if you just do it in one go. If you know what I mean. Like this story, I played through the story like you got an expansion, then you had to wait a couple months. You get like this tiny bit of story, then you have to wait 3 months again, then you get another tiny bit of story. So it feels like it's really being stretched out. While if you play through it in one go, it might be a bit easier to follow. Guild Wars 1 worth to play it now, not considering the story. Not considering the story, I think it's worth it, but only if you play it with other people, because like a lot of events, missions, all that stuff, like there is not really that big of a player base right now. There are still a lot of people playing it. I know some people that I've played with from Guild Wars 1 that still play Guild Wars 1 from time to time, and I believe there is even like a hardcore PvP scene still, but that's just a really it's a minority of players, and that's that's just because the game, like Guild Wars 2 is its successor. Like if you can play the second version of a game, why play the first one? But I was looking at Guild Wars 1 footage from I don't know, a couple years ago, and I was looking at it. I was like, oh man, it still looks so good to me. Like the gameplay, it was all instanced, so you could only go out with like 8 people, and then when you were with 8 people, then you had to go through a mission together. Everyone had their dedicated role, like you have in raids, but the whole game was like that. So that's why I really love raids and strike missions. Just go through like this story in a dedicated group. I also like open world events, but open world events is less collaborative. While if you are with a group of 8, all of them on Ventrilo back in the day, which we use Discord for now, that was way more, I don't know, way more intense, way more, you felt a more connection to the game, the story, and the gameplay. I mean, and now I play open world events usually with like a podcast on or with the music on, which is fine, but that's more how I did it. Time to read the story. Alright, yeah, you could do that. I think they also have books about it. I've been trying to... Wait, you have been trying to play the story for a while? Oh, that's good. Wait, yeah. I think especially between season 2 and 3 it gets a little longer. Right, this part. This felt a little long to me. Not saying it's bad, but it was a bit long, in my opinion. Ah! I remember this. I remember I needed an achievement for this, and I was waiting so long for this event to spawn. Still have to pre-order the game. Gotta make sure... is it in the gem store, actually? I wonder. I think I might just buy it from... Too many people are trying to pre-order it. Yeah, I'm gonna pre-order it later tonight, probably, after I'm done here. Someone in the chat asked, excited for Pew Pew Necro. I literally think that's the right way to go. Necromancer pistol. I really like it. Honestly, I do. I honestly do. What are your favorite metas or world bosses? Favorite metas, definitely Dragonfall and Drizzlewood Coast. Drizzlewood Coast, I mean, Dragonfall is my favorite just because of the scenery and just the overall meta event, I think. But in terms of if you want to make gold, I'm not really sure which one's better. I think Drizzlewood is actually made better. Favorite world boss? The ones I do the most is probably Octavine because it gets you gold and some, what's it called? Other Heart of Thorns metas. But I think like the best one, the best meta event I liked is the Triple Trouble Worm. That's a really hard one as well. I like that one. I've only done it a couple times, I believe. I think I got all the achievements for it, but I never really returned to it because it's pretty hard to organize. Let me see. World bosses. Yeah, here you go. Worm Slayer, all that stuff. Got those a couple years ago, I believe. Alright, so let's go. Alright. So I think I'm gonna finish up this event and then continue the story for a little bit. Let's see if we can finish it today. If not, we'll see how it goes. Okay. Let's see this bad guy. Choking gas is such a strong skill for the thief. Like basically a CC that you can spam. Like, what's better? Oh, I remember dying here so much. I always stood in those mushrooms. Near this one. 1 second days on impact. That breaks bars. Okay. There you go. And you can also you can steal like another what's it called? CC from him. It's pretty cool. Okay, let's get this dude. Oh. There you go. Did I get there? Oh, this one. Yeah, this is a scan for like this treasure, I believe. Not gonna do this now. Back in the day, you couldn't do this with mounts. Wait. Did I open that chest? Just gotta be sure. Yeah, I did. I have this mastery that automatically opens every chest for you, which is really nice, but you're always left in doubt if you actually opened it or not. So let's go. Whoop. Okay, I'm just gonna sky scale my way up. Oh, back in the day, this was so much harder. Locate the scientist who has the tracking device. Okay. Where is he? Don't think this one sends me to the tracking device, but where is my scientist at? It's right over here. It sends me down. Okay, let me see. Where is it? Where is the scientist? I completely
Commander, over here.
Ah, here he is.
Thank the alchemy. Are you okay? I'm shaken to the bone. I barely managed to get away.
Triple Trouble is great. Just the other day I joined. Oh, sweet.
You stay here. When you're ready.
I think you have to look. Hold on, let me show you where you can look at. You can look it up. If you go to looking for group, and then Central Tyria, world bosses. That's where it usually is at. You could also look at under squads. That's also some. Oh, Shirena. She's also a streamer. It's usually under world bosses. Gotta check that out. If I think there also used to be a guild that was dedicated to doing that, but they eventually quit at one point. So there's that. Give me a moment. 2 seconds.
Now that you've and go, leave this place. You do not belong here.
So it's you who's been guiding me? Thank you. We're here in pursuit of a rogue god.
The god being, yes.
Alright. There we go.
Its drive is doing great damage.
Still doing their talking. Let me see.
You are intruding upon one of
After getting that monster egg, glad I never to loot again after I find myself constantly spamming F to loot. Yeah, I know, right? It's what's it called again? It's a core Tyria one, right? I think it's Advanced Logistics. No, that's not the one. Oh yeah, it's the one. You now have the option to have loot from creatures you defeat be deposited automatically in your inventory. It's a really good one. I really like it because it makes it's so much easier if you're farming stuff. It's so good. So good. Incredibly good. Okay. Hey guys, just a quick reminder. Of course, first of all, subscribe if you haven't. Just do it. Mash that button. Got a video in the works. It's not End of Dragons related, but it is about the coolest cape you can get in Guild Wars 2. So might want to check that out in a bit, but it will be a while before that comes out. Next up, I got 2 giveaways running right now. Three giveaways running. One's running on Twitter, one's running on YouTube on the community tab in my channel. I'll put a link in that in the description. I mean in the chat. And there's also one running on my Discord. So if you want to go join my Discord, then let me see where. I have to go to the top of the game. You can join my Discord. It's all in the video description. So be sure to check that out if you want to win something. I'm giving away community chests. I'm not sure if you guys know what those are, but community chests are chests with exclusive items you can redeem. For example, there are chairs in there. There are outfits in there. And I will announce the winner tomorrow. At least the giveaway will end tomorrow, and I will try to announce it tomorrow because I have to pick a winner for different platforms, which is it's a bit hard. Because each platform uses like a different way of seeing or reading a winner, so to say. So I have to use different tools for that and contact everyone and all that stuff. So that's always a bit hard. I think well, I don't want to say I cheated it, but you can cheese so much with the Sky Scale. So make sure to join. All right, let's see. Let's go content, definitely. Yeah, just go to the giveaway channels, giveaway contests channel. There it's at. All right, let me see. I'll look up the, what's it called? The YouTube giveaway as well. We'll send that in a second while I'll walk up to this area right over here. I think, hold up. This, if I'm correct, this is the coolest story instance in Guild Wars 2. I'm back from proof. What did you miss? We just did the first story mission of Flashpoint. I think that's all you missed right now. So let me look up the giveaway for you guys. Community. There we go. And then we go to this one. This one. This one. Giveaway. There it is. Oh, made a small typo there, but hey, that's fine, I guess. Alright, got a couple messages here and there, but it's It's not really... Oh, we got a couple people joining my Discord, I see. Can't really answer stuff right now, but I'll get back to you guys in a bit.
You'll have their protection until your quest is complete.
Sometimes, right? Like, I still make videos, right? But I noticed that I still have, like, less time to create, like, those big, chunky videos, right? I will still make them, of course, but I keep bouncing between the idea of just streaming Guild Wars 2 and make smaller videos, or just keep my head with the regular videos, right? But I'm gonna stick with the regular videos because, like, these get attention even when I sleep, right? And streaming is just, I have to be live all the time. I just can't do that with my schedule. It's not like I have a really busy real life schedule, but from time to time, sometimes I'm free on Friday, sometimes I'm not, sometimes I have to go away on Tuesday, sometimes I'm home. Now it's Tuesday, sometimes tomorrow I'm seeing, like, we're doing like this little band kind of thing, so I have to get out the old guitar again. So I'm not home then, so streaming is really hard for me, but I just keep bouncing back to the idea of streaming from time to time. Let me see, do I have to go up here or do I have to go down? Not really sure. Oh, sky scale. So easy, so good. Find the guardian, oh no. Find the guardian golem in the golem graveyard. I think that's, should be down here, right? Can't be up. Is it here? I'm really not a big fan of levels with too many layers. It's too confusing for my brain. But I think it's here. Or there's a waypoint here as well. That makes it a little easier. Speak to the golem. Ah, yeah, I remember this. Mox. Oh, Mox was a hero in Guild Wars 1. So you could take Mox with you on adventures. Wait, was it Mox? Or was it another golem? I'm quite sure it's Mox, actually. Quite sure it's Mox.
I would like to make an offer. Users in has ceased to function.
Users in. It's not Tuesday, it's Wednesday. Come on, it's not that hard. Oh yeah, it's Wednesday today. Whoops. Wait, no, it's not Wednesday today. Is it? No, it's not Wednesday. It's Tuesday. No, it's Tuesday. Yeah, no, it's Tuesday. Screw you. I'm 100% sure it's Tuesday. You caught me off guard there. Oh my goodness. That's the thing, like, if you're working from home, you kind of forget the days, right? It's like they all kind of look the same. Sometimes that's nice, sometimes it's not. Defeat spiders to find the gem key. Alright, let's defeat some spiders then. Did these spiders count? I don't think so. Oh, people have been farming spiders over here. Oh. Wait, target that one. Oh, I got it already. Zin Vault Key. Return to Mox. Let's go. Let's head on over to Mox. What's up, Mox? I found the key gem. It's Wednesday or Tuesday studio. Ah, I see we have some people from different time zones. Cool, cool. He lagged. Webby Mother. Wait, there's a boss right here. Let's go kill it. I thought it was up, but it's just down here. Alright, let's kill it. This is why I play Thief with Berserker gear. Just stand from a distance and do damage with your bow. It's kind of sometimes really weird because I out-damage some players with just doing this. Sometimes I press E for extra power, but that's about it. It's pretty sick. You Easterners, you. Well, where is it Wednesday? Where are you at? Oh yeah, we're Love's in Australia. Oh yeah. Oh, you're from Australia. Sweet. Sweet. Ah. Got Draconis Mons. Finds Zin's vault key in the Ancient Hollow. Alright, sweet, 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 sweet. Beta in 3 weeks, boys and girls. Wait, I gotta check out the Guild Wars website in a bit. See if there is any official dates for the beta already. See, wait, hold on. I think we have to go to this waypoint. It goes a little quicker. Meantime, guildwars2.com. No, I want to stay on this map for a bit. This one's over here. Okay, let's go there. Pew. Oh, I remember this when I did this map for the first time. It's nostalgic almost. Alright, it's up here. No, really? Yuck. Okay. Just gonna sky scale my up there. Sky scale my way up there. Oh, sky scale. I'm so glad I got this mount. It takes some time and you can't get it within a day, but it's so worth it. Oh, here's number 1. New build available. Yeah, alright. New build available. Don't know where that... where is this? Wait. I think there are also... Whoa! Wait, hold on. I can recover from this. Can I? I can. There we go. Like... Oh, this Oak Heart Essence. Like, all those things that were usually pretty hard to get, you can basically cheese your way now with Sky Scale. Like, I don't want to... Yeah, and this one's blocked, of course. I don't want to say that's a bad thing, necessarily. But, because most players that have a Sky Scale have already played through, like, 90% of all the content in Guild Wars 2. So, it's not really... They can skip a little... faster through older pieces of content. This one's down. Wait. Am I missing something? To go down here somewhere. Leaving puzzle area. Where is it? Now it's up again. Oh, this is so confusing. Okay, let me just go to this this bit first. This one's down, 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 down. Down is always easier to find than up. Is it right over here? No. Like, this also makes you a little bit lazy, right? Oh, Jesus, I forgot. I think I had to open that. Vault right over here, over there. Oh, we'll go back. Like, Sky Skill makes you a little bit lazy as well. You don't really bother to read anything anymore. Just fly your way up there. So, there you go. Let's activate this. Let's mount up real quick because I'm still not into combat, so that's really nice. Okay, let's head back over there. Alright, let's see. Do we have people in the chat? Do it with a Sky Scale. You can unlock the Sky Scale alongside playing gold. Yeah, definitely. No, I would just play HOT without the Sky Scale if you don't have one yet. I mean, Sky Scale is like a process that could take you weeks or even... No, I don't want to say it will take you months, but there are like some things that are time gated. Some things are really hard to get without like playing through Path of Fire and stuff first. You actually need like a lot of gold as well. So yeah, I'd be like, I would just play through the game normally and get the Sky Scale after. It's not really that big of a deal if you don't have it just yet. So don't worry about it. Just play through it normally. Like, what people usually say is like, they play through the game, they want to use their level 80 booster right away. I usually discourage you from doing that, but I can also understand if like some people want to use the boost, get the Raptor, and then they return to their level 1 area. But Then you have like this level 80 character that you know nothing about. You have no idea what all the skills were, and the learning curve is super high because you have to get into all those skills. I wouldn't personally do that, so, but that's just my take on it. Let's see, where's the last bit? Zin's Vault. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, this one's right over here. Let's check that out. Oh wait, that one's up there. Where's the other? Oh, there's the other one. Let's take that one over there real quick.
Come in, Commander. Hey, don't touch that.
Don't touch that.
Flaunt and his nosy little puppets are picking this place clean. Okay, not sure how to even start this. Look, we've discovered that eliminating dragons isn't the best thing for the environment. But what else
it's
will we
not.
have to do? Keep them alive and just let them eat us? So we destroy them and deal with the fallout, but what if we can't deal with the consequences anymore?
What's worse than being consumed by a dragon?
Alright, we're on the right track.
Machine, it got me thinking. So I ran a scenario in the simulation room. And I should have done this before. This is all my fault. I was so exhausted.
Alright, it's down here again.
I didn't all the lies. I've doomed everyone. Probably? I don't know.
What are you getting at? What's going on?
I always find it super complicated to find where I have to go here. Near the boiling sea. Ugh. I think I have to go here, right? Oh no, this is also wrong. Oh my goodness. Let's go there again. Whoops. Took me 5 days. Yeah, Mesmer and Ellie are probably the worst to start with, especially with level 8. Yeah, like, I mean, I played Ellie from the start, which just makes sense, but... Can I go over this with a... Oh. Let's watch the cinematic then.
Simulation is beginning.
Whoa. Hey, we've seen this one before. This was in the season 2 as well, I believe. It's like this, it was in Gad's machine, I believe, but... Don't cross the beams! There we go. Don't think you can pre-order the game just yet.
Are you sure this is accurate?
Oh, beg your pardon? I like how you can go over this, because back in the day this was like super, you would die normally if you go in here, but you with a skimmer you can just go through. I have Druid's protection, that might be a thing that helps. Okay, let's see, let's go over there first. Can't even remember how I got here. Ah, there we go. There's a vault. Whee!
Just letting this all sink in.
Okay. See where I have to go. Go over here.
Let's hope I can reach him before
Inquest camp. That's the last one.
If not, I don't know.
I think it's the top one. I think it's this one. Wait, is it? No, it's not. I think it's this one. Top layer, and then go to the right, to the left. I mean, whoops. Let's. I think we can use this one to get around as well. To get there real quick. Oh no, it's only from to this part. Oh wait. I can use this tube as well. I believe this was also part of a mastery. I'm actually 100% sure this is part of a mastery. Okay, let's see. I think the Inquest camp is down there. Yeah, it looks like it, because we got Inquest right here. Ah, it's this one. I see. Door terminal. Let's use it. I think this one is... Need an Inquest keypad. How did we get it? I think you had to kill one of these fellas. Not really sure. I think one of these guys dropped it. There's just... Ah, there you go. There's an Inquest keypad. Give me that. It's mine. Bye.
I could outrun a centaur.
Okay. Let's open up. Use the console real quick before I die. Yeah, I might as well just die here and just use a waypoint instead. Follow Balthazar. Alright, this is the coolest story instance, I believe. The one that's really cool. Let's heal up real quick, see if we can get out of combat. Would be nice. Ah, okay. Got out of combat. So use this one real quick. Alright, let's see. Do we have still... Mesmer's lead spec was a Virtuoso. Yeah, definitely. Is that character a human? Is your character a human? Yes, it is. Well, they did say... Player didn't have any expansion, can also try the newest lead spec free. Yeah, that's true. So if you have like... if you are a free-to-play player, they explicitly said this. So if you just made your account, just started playing GW2 yesterday... and you don't want to spend some money on the expansions just yet, you can play the beta for free. It's for everyone, so that's really sick. I think they use this, of course, also to convince some people to get the next expansion because they know it's probably going to be sick. But yeah, I would definitely and keep it in mind. It's probably on a Tuesday within 2 or 3 weeks. I believe they said the 17th of August.
I've reached the Volcano's
Oh, this is so wow.
Holding. I'm feeling some heat though.
I'd expect you to work up
So
a little
gotta record the little footage here. Oh, I can't right now.
Thanks. It looks like there's some sort of energy barrier.
No, it's like
Any ideas?
I remember this from like when I first played this, and wait, hold on, let me just start GeForce Experience. Look, I better not crash. No, because I remember this so well, and I really wished back in the day that I recorded some footage of this, because I could use this in like videos where I talked over stuff, general stuff basically. And I remember it looks so awesome. So let me just try and hit the record button. There we go. Yeah, it does work now. Thank you, NVIDIA. Oh yeah. And there's also this gliding ley line energy stuff. So you go up with your glider, so you can stay in the air all the time. Okay, take the scanner. There we go. Just scan the orb right here if you're doing this yourself. Can I stand in this actually? I can, but I take damage. It's not too much actually. I thought I would instantly die right here, but it's all good. Give Scruffy the scanner. Okay, let's do it. Yeah, I know, right? Did you play this before? Because, like, I assume like not many players did this back in the day. Hooray!
Looks like the field tried to purge its weaknesses. Collect those anomalies and use them against the field. That should do the trick. I'd glide up there myself, but you know, I'm in 2 tons of...
Oh wait, I have to get that orb right there. I believe. Whee! Oh wait, go up, go up, go up. This goes slow. Oh, there we go. Alright, destroy one of the anchors. Boom. Okay, let's see if we have another one. Is there another one? Another orb. Don't really see one. It's so many particles everywhere. I think I have to do the scanning thing again. Yeah, there you go. I find it really hard to determine the height when there's so much stuff going on. It's not really a bad thing, just my personal thing. Okay, let's get the last chain. Okay, let's get it. Let's get it. There we go. That's the last one. And now this thing opens up, I believe. Yeah, there we go. And we can go all the way down. I think the fancy flying thing was to not get hit by something.
Please tell me it's not a second, even angrier god of war?
No, another energy field. And some destroyers who don't like me airborne.
Ah, yeah, see, there there goes the achievement. I already screwed it up. You don't want to get hit by the destroyers, I believe, yeah.
There's really no other way to kill Primordus or Jormag?
They're each other's weakness. Like Mordremoth with its mind. And without my machine.
So I'm just gonna stay in the air to see if so I don't have to land, so we can do this really quickly.
We're seriously considering saving them.
This is of course not the most interesting part about the what's it called? About the instance. Okay, one more scan.
We keep them alive. How do we keep them
sketch this orb.
Anyway?
Hey, one problem at a time.
Okay, there we go. That's the last one, and we go down, 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 down again. Whee!
Looks like you broke through.
I think there's another one. I think this is the last one. Same stuff. We also went here with Bram, I believe, in the Icebird Saga.
Nearing the base of the chimney, but let me guess. Another barrier?
You got it.
You get it.
More destroyers. Many more.
More destroyers.
You know what to do.
I mean, I wouldn't land here, man. This is I think you would get nuked by these destroyers. There's another one. Hold on, I'll re-chat in a second. Just want to get this done real quick.
They just dropped.
Okay. So you
Oh god, I missed this one. Can still get up.
We've passed the event horizon.
There we go. Where's the last one? Oh, missed this one. Come on. Use the scanner.
Plan on Bram ever talking
There we
to us
go.
again if we take Jormag off the table.
I love that big dummy, but I'd rather
I love that big dummy. Okay, there we go. Go down. There we go. This is it. You know who that is? This big dude over there? That's Primordus, the Elder Dragon. And before the time, we didn't even see him before. And this looked so sick because you had like the literal god of war right over here. And you had Primordus over here and there's lava everywhere. Like, I felt super trapped. It was super cool.
What? Can you scan him?
Can you scan him? We can. Scan the machine. Necro is cool with Scourge being really strong. Yeah, that's it. Revenant I was playing with Lord Hyzen's build is broken. Yeah, Lord Hyzen's build is really good as well. I've not really digged into it, but I've heard, I think Nike, that other content creator, mention it. I think he made a video about it. You gotta check it out. It was a really strong build. Hey Primordus, I'm bad at playing Scourge. Never understood that. No? Well, Scourge is. I think I got a video about the Necromancer builds, and Scourge is not really. It works similarly to Reaper and other Necromancer skills, but you just have stationary sand pillars, basically.
So what's going on with Balthazar?
So that was. Wait, I'll send you the thing that I found. Hold on.
I don't really know exactly what's happening, but what's ticking? What do you think?
Destroyer. A murderous, overpowered god of war
Okay.
is too dangerous to keep around.
Oh,
Even
there we
if
go.
you're wrong about the
Give me a
deaths
second.
of more dragons devastating the planet.
Agreed.
Your kind will not stop my campaign.
Okay. I think it gets explained there.
You'll destroy Tyria.
Your home is a trivial concern.
So much stuff. Looks really cool.
Then at least face me for the honor of battle, of war.
At least face me.
A certain death sounds, but good thinking.
I've learned there is no honor in war. But if you crave the glory of the fray...
Glory of the fray. These are the Hounds of Balthazar. So, doggos. Angry doggos. I remember doing this on my Ellie. This was super hard back then. I didn't have the greatest gear. So, I think I wiped in... I wiped rather quickly. But now I use my Thieves Guild, so I can basically distract the Hounds on the Thieves. So there we go, that's one down. And you gotta be quick, because I think you regenerate as well. Scan the Hound's corpse. Let's do it real quick.
Entity corpse is concentrating heat for revival.
Yeah. Revival.
Give me a second. I'll figure something out. Try this. No. Actually,
There you go.
try using your scanner to disrupt my machine.
The machine? Oh yeah, there you go.
It's down. Energy use the scanner to disrupt the machine.
And then I have to get one of these, I believe.
You need to grab both of those clusters of
Dragon energy.
Shoot it! Hurry!
Oh no, what did I do? I think I did I do it right?
The dragon energy dispersed when you landed.
Oh no, I think I screwed it up. While you're still airborne. Ah, I think there that's where it went wrong. Oh god. I remember being so low health here. This was super intense. Okay. No, you gotta be kidding me. I think that other doggo just revived there when I just shot the orb. Oh god. So clumsy. Okay, don't revive please. No, this one should be down.
The machine is reacting. Nice work. Keep it up and the machine will think they're part of the dragons. Another blast like that should do it.
Let's see if I can damage them with just the orbs. Doesn't really do much, does it? No, he's still... I'm just gonna use regular combat. There we go, let's kill him real quick. Thieves Guild's so good in open world PvE. Okay, I think I'm just gonna use the machine real quick. And just kill the kill one of the dogs. One of the hounds. Not the dogs, not the doggos. The undead fiery hounds. Let's kill one of these. There we go. That should do it, right? Do it again? Okay. Wait. I went up super high there. Wait, do I think I have to do it once more. Get one of the hounds down to 1% again, and then just use it. I remember being confused as well last time, so it's not a shame in that. But look at the fields, man. It's so much stuff going on. It's kind of hard to stay alive here, but it's okay that it's challenging. Don't mind that. Almost fell off the map there, which is a bit dangerous. Let's go to stealth real quick. Just gonna short bow everything. Okay, there we go. Let's go up. And use the orbs. Get the orbs. I'll check the chat in a second, by the way. There you go. Boom. Did I do it? Don't think I did. Wait, is he back alive again, the dog? The hound? Oh, so confused. Maybe because I've already... Okay, let's just use this one again. Let's kill this one again. Go, thieves. Let's do it. So much stuff. We can definitely survive this, of course. Let's get the other hound down as well. Let's get them down. Yes, they're on each other right now, so that's really good. So we can hit them both. Now let's hope I don't get hit by these fiery orbs, because as you can see, my health isn't super high. Wait. There we go. I think that did it. Yeah, exactly. You did it.
Good timing.
Yeah. All right, let's see. It's up. You can pre-order now. Okay. Got it.
Guess we'll find out. But
Okay, guys. I think you can you pre-order on with my referral link as well? Oh, it sends me to the Path of Fire. If I go to the Guild Wars 2 website, it sends me to the Path of Fire page. It's a bit hard, because I don't really need Path of Fire, and the reason I don't need Path of Fire is because I already have it. The power. More power. Alright.
You okay? Yeah. The
Look at the Primordius.
survived.
Cinematic time. It's a cinematic. Oh. I always thought that the audio of these cinematics were a bit off, but that could be my sound settings. Primordius, be gone. See you in a bit, boys and girls.
That was what I thought was going to happen. It just took a little longer.
Took a
Tyria
little
seems
longer.
intact, so at least there's that. You see Balthazar?
No.
Wait, can you...
Looked like he was vaporized in the explosion, but he apparently doesn't like to
A
follow
god
the rules
doesn't
I know.
vaporize in the explosion, Taimi.
Let me check. Elder Dragon Spectrum.
Pre-awakening level. What are you doing at the moment? Who's doing what? What do you mean, Balthazar or Primordius? At what time do they talk about the elite specs? Let me look that up for you. You gotta go back 1 hour and 40 minutes in this same stream. Go back there. After this story instance, I'm gonna end the stream for now. Just gonna do a little bit something else. Gonna work on my video a little bit. Chill out a little bit. Got a full day of work ahead tomorrow, and I cannot sit behind my computer tomorrow night, which is a bummer. Nah. This stream will also be rewatchable on my channel, so I will add time stamps as soon as possible. So so you can check that out whenever you want to on demand. But in this stream, elite specs 1 hour and 40 minutes back. And if you are rewatching this, just check the timestamps. I will provide them. Radasum wasn't built in a day, you know. There we go. Pew. There we go. That's Flashpoint. Flashpoint is a little bit of a shorter story. Close. Wait, hold on. Which one's this? Oh no, it sends me back to my personal story. I think this is like a level 6 story. Or level 10. So Flashpoint's a little bit of a shorter story, which is fine. I don't mind it. So if you're redoing this, just do this story instance, these two, and what's left, diving goggles, complete the Searing Ascent, which is a jumping puzzle, I believe, Legendary Destroyer, or yeah, these two are on 2 islands, I believe. This one's just doing events, and these 3 are just gathering. These 3 are really easy. This one's just doing events, which is also really easy. And these 3 things could take you some time, but you can get there if you just participate in meta events as well. So you'll be there. So I'm gonna end the stream for now. I really enjoyed the announcement of ArenaNet and Guild Wars 2, so I'm really looking forward to pre-ordering to get the game. Only pre-order, of course, if you are really, if you're super excited for it. I am super excited for it. I'm just gonna play it nonetheless, so I'm just gonna pre-order it anyway. And yeah, keep your eyes on the Guild Wars 2 blog. The Guild Wars 2 official website, that is, because there is more information about the betas coming up, and there is also more information coming about the elite specs in the next couple of weeks. I assume, if I can do an assumption, I think they will announce like something more about the elite specializations next week and the week after that as well. And then when we get to August, which is in a week or so, and I believe they said the 17th of August, there's going to be a beta event which is accessible for everyone, from free-to-play players, players that only have one expansion, players that players that have 2 expansions. Doesn't really matter. Everyone can play it, so everyone can get a first look at the elite specialization. So I think they are quite convinced that they are really cool. Once again, thanks for hanging out. One small notice: you can join my Discord for a giveaway. There is also doing a giveaway on YouTube. That's this one right here, and I'm also doing a giveaway on Twitter. I will send you guys the link for that as well. You can win community chests there, and on the community chests you can find exclusive items that are only that can only be found in community chests, I believe. No, that's not entirely true. I think you can get them from the gem store as well. But yeah, you can win one. I could keep them myself, but I'm not doing that. Community chests, Guild Wars 2. Give me a second. I will send you guys the contents of it. And as you can see, also make sure to participate in other content creators, their live streams, giveaways, because most of them are also giving away community chests. It seems that I'm getting hit. No, actually I'm down because I was tabbed out. So make sure to participate in those. It's really not hard. Usually it's nothing more. For YouTube, you just have to be subscribed. For Twitter, you have to follow and retweet. And for Discord, you have to join the Discord and press like one icon. So I think you can participate in 3 giveaways within less than 5 minutes. So yeah, if you're into that, don't feel obliged to do so. But hey, it's free real estate. And yeah, I'm super excited for it. Not really sure how the schedule is going to look for live streams and videos, but I'm sure there is going to be a lot of it in the next couple months. So yeah, stay tuned for that. And for now, yeah, thanks for watching, and I'd love to see you guys in the next one. Make sure to replay this story as well. It's free now on the Gem Store. All right, thanks for being here, and I'll check you guys in the next one. Bye bye.